In this video, I'll be talking about the different minimum wage in all of the provinces in Canada. The thing is that all of the provinces in Canada, they don't actually have the same minimum wage. So minimum wage basically, or minimum hourly wage actually mean this is the minimum amount of money that an employer is obliged to pay their employees. Okay, so if you have if the minimum wage is $15, for example, the employer in that province cannot pay you $14. If they're paying $14, that is actually illegal. Okay, so whatever rate I'm going to be talking about today is going to be as on April 9th 2023. Let's talk about Alberta, and this is very important to know, especially for international students. Right? You're planning to come to Canada to work, raise some money to cover your cost of living, and also, pay maybe part of your tuition. It's important to know the minimum wage for that particular province so that you can make your calculations based on that. Now, let's talk about Alberta. So in Alberta, you have University of Alberta, University of Calgary, University of Lethbridge, McEwan University. The minimum wage for this province is $15, effective since April 1st of 2018. Now let's talk about British Columbia. That's where you have University of British Columbia, University of Victoria, and Vancouver Island University. The minimum wage is $15.65, effective since June 1st, 2022, and this is going to increase to $16.75 per hour on January 1st, 2023. Let's move to Manitoba. In Manitoba, you have University of Manitoba, University of Winnipeg, Brandeis University. The minimum wage for this province is $14.15, effective since April 1st, 2023, and is going to increase to $15.30 on October 1st, 2023. Let's talk about New Brunswick. So this is where you have University of New Brunswick. Okay, you also have the New Brunswick Community College and other colleges. So they have a minimum hourly rate of $14.75 since that was effective since April 1st of 2023. So there was actually a newly revised minimum wage in these different provinces. Okay, let's talk about Newfoundland and Labrador. Okay, this is actually what you have St. John's. I know a lot of people like Memorial University. They also have College of North Atlantic. Their minimum wage is $14.50, effective since April 1st, 2023. Now, this is part of a three-step plan to bring the minimum wage of Newfoundland and Labrador to $15 by April 1st of 2024. It's really tough to increase minimum wage by 50 cents. Okay, so imagine it's going to take them 1 year to add 50 cents, from $14.50 to $15 by 2024. No, so the minister is still considering, the recommendations, because there's a minimum wage review committee, to adjust this minimum wage, rates by, after 2024, by inflation plus as, additional 1% annually. Let's talk about some of the Northwest territories. Okay, now the minimum wage is $15.20, effective since 1st of April 2021. So beginning from September 1st of 2023, the minimum wage will be adjusted annually using a formula based on the percentage change in the Consumer Price Index (CPI) for Yellowknife, and also the percentage change in the average hourly wage (AHW) in the Northwest Territory for the preceding calendar year. Let's talk about Nova Scotia. That is where you have the famous Halifax. Of course, you have Dalhousie University, a very busy university. You also have Nova Scotia Community College. So the minimum wage for this province is $14.50, effective since April 1st of 2023. Now, Nova Scotia is in the midst of a two-step plan to bring the wage to $15 by April 1st of 2023. So beginning April 1st of 2024, the minimum wage will be adjusted with inflation plus, an additional 1% annually. Let's talk about Nunavut. Now, Nunavut, they have a minimum hourly rate of $16, which is among the highest in Canada. So this was effective since April 1st of 2020 and is usually renewed annually on April 1st. Let's talk about Ontario. Of course, there are hundreds of colleges and a lot of university in Ontario. For example, that's why you have University of Toronto, York University, University of Ottawa, Trent University, Conestoga College, Fashaway College, George Brown College, Seneca College, a lot of all of these college, Mohawk College, right? They are all in Ontario. So in Ontario, the minimum hourly wage is $15.50, effective since October 1st, 2022, and they're planning to increase it to $16.55 an hour on October 1st, 2023. So it becomes easy for you to calculate, if you work like 20 hours per week with this minimum wage, how much are you going to make in a week, in a month, in a year, and kind of factor in the cost of living. You can decide and say, oh, is this something I want to pursue? Okay, let's talk about Prince Edward Island. Okay, this is where you have University of Prince Edward Island. Is a very common university. Currently, their minimum hourly wage is $14.50, effective January 1st of 2023, and they're going to increase this to $15 per hour on October 1st, 2023. Let's talk about Quebec, the French province. That's where you have University of Montreal, and some other French, University of Sherbrooke, Laval University. Quebec's minimum hourly wage is $14.25, so effective since May 1st of 2022, and they're going to increase it to $15.25 on May 1st, 2023. Lastly, let's talk about Saskatchewan. Okay, of course, this is where you have University of Saskatchewan. Okay, so the minimum hourly wage is $13, and one of the lowest in Canada, effective since October 1st of 2022. So they are planning to increase it to $14 per hour on October 1st of 2023, and by October 1st of 2024 they're going to increase it to $15 per hour. Okay, so this is very crucial whether you're coming in as a student, as a permanent resident, because sometimes when you come to a new place, even though you have a skilled job from where you're coming from, you can be fortunate and you get a very good skilled job that can pay you $30, $35, $28, $25 per hour. But if you need to start from somewhere just to have something to pay your bills at the moment, you may find yourself getting some of these jobs that pay minimum wage. So if you see a job that is paying $15, and you don't have any other alternative at the moment, I think you can definitely pick that up. Okay, but don't remain there. That's one of the mixes that people make because they have a minimum wage and it's kind of going on well, and then they're just going to stay there, for a long time. So it is important that you make necessary adjustments to start looking for a skilled job. As an international student, this is the most common kind of job that you will see, either working as a customer service associate or sales associate, warehouse associate, and all of these positions. Majority of them, if you're working in Walmart, in No Frills, some of these grocery stores, majority of them are going to pay $15, $16 or $14, as the case may be, depending on the minimum wage of that program. Maybe if you've now worked there for 1 year or 2 years, actually for those that are doing bachelor's, if you work there for 2, they may increase it by 50 cents or $1. Increasing your salary by $1 or 15 cents, it doesn't just come every month, right? So it might take like 6 months or 1 year to actually increase your salary. So if you're planning to come to Canada, definitely think about this, think about the minimum wage, and calculate how much, if you max out your 20 hours per week. So calculate that, how much are you going to make per week, how much are you going to make per month working that minimum wage, and then times that by 12, assuming you work every month 20 hours per week, and then multiply that or kind of remove all of the living expenses and see, is it something doable? Can I pay my tuition from that? I think this gives you a perspective to start thinking of, if you need to have, very good savings before coming, and just kind of help you to plan. So that is going to be it for this video. If you've enjoyed this video, why not consider, hit that like button. It's really going to help YouTube recommend this video to other people. And if you haven't subscribed to this video so far, I will encourage you to subscribe. It's really going to help. You'll see my future videos whenever they are posted. So that's going to be for this video. Which of the province are you considering coming to in Canada? Leave the comment in the comment section. And if you have any specific question, also leave it in the comment section. I also find that time to answer it. So that's going to be it for this video. Thank you so much. I will see you in the next video. Cheers.